Today on our 2011 Mazda CX-9, we're going to be taking a look at and showing you how to install the CURT Class 2 Custom Fit Trailer Hitch Receiver, part number C12112. So here's what our hitch looks like once we have it installed. Now we are going to see the cross tube sticking out below the bumper just slightly, and it is a Class 2 hitch, so it's going to give us that 1¼ by 1¼ receiver tube opening. Now it has a nice reinforced collar, not only giving it added strength, but that nice clean finished look. Our hitch is going to use a standard 1/2-inch pin and clip, which are included, which is nice because we're not going to have anything extra to pick up. As far as the safety chain loops go, it's going to be a rolled steel stock style, welded to the bottom of the receiver tube, and as you can see, we're not going to have any trouble getting most size hooks on or off. Now I'd like to give you a few measurements that will help you when deciding for accessories for your new hitch, such as a bike rack or even a cargo carrier. From the center of the hitch pin hole to the outermost edge of the bumper is going to be 4 inches. Now from the ground to the inside top edge of the receiver tube opening is going to be 13 7/8 inches. Now that we've gone over some of the features and benefits, let's show you how we get the hitch installed. To begin our installation, I went ahead and removed our spare tire, and before we get a hitch in place, I'd like to show you where it's going to be mounting on the frame right here. We're going to have 3 large holes. They're going to have existing weld nuts in them. And we're going to have 1 small hole with an existing weld nut. Now I'm going to take a little bit of penetrating oil, and I'm going to spray it in each one of my weld nuts. Then I'm going to come back and using a nylon brush, I'm going to start cleaning out the weld nuts to make sure that there's no debris, dirt, or any rust in there. Now if you need one of these nylon brushes, you can pick one up on our website. Now that we have this side clean, we're going to go ahead and clean the other holes on the other side of our frame. I'd like to show you how we're going to put our hitch up and the combination of hardware we're going to be using. For the larger holes, we're going to be using the M12 bolt, and that's going to be followed by our 1/2-inch conical tooth washer. Now we're going to slide the conical tooth washer over our bolt, and you want to make sure that the teeth on the washer are facing towards the hitch. And then for the smaller hole, we're going to be taking an M8 bolt, followed by a 3/8 conical tooth washer, and that's going to be going through the hitch and into the frame like this. Now with an extra set of hands, we're going to raise our hitch up into place, and we can put our hardware in place. Now I'm only going to put in 1 bolt on each side, just about hand tight, so the hitch can support itself, and I can get the rest of my hardware in place. With a 14mm socket, I'm going to come back and tighten up my M8 bolts. For my M12 hardware, I'm going to be using a 19mm socket to snug those up. And we'll repeat that for the other side as well. Now again, using a 14mm socket, I'm going to come back and I'm going to torque down all my M8 hardware to the specified mount in the instructions. And with a 19mm socket, I'm going to come back and snug up all my M12 hardware. And we're going to find the torque specs in our instructions. Now we're going to repeat that for all the remaining hardware. And that'll finish up our look at the CURT Custom Fit Class 2 Trailer Hitch Receiver, part number C12112 on our 2011 Mazda CX-9.